Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, part one. I'm Julie Davison, and I'm joined live with Mom. Susan LaCroix is here, and we are trying this for the first time like this. We are live, not pre-recorded today, and Mom is joining me live. And I think this is going to work. Say hi, Mom, so we can hear you.
Hi, everybody.
Yay! So
please let me know if you can hear me.
let us know how things are sounding on your end. We're so happy you are joining us today. It is Sunday, August 25th, the last Sunday of August. And we are so excited about this designer paper sale that we had to just show you one more time some of our favorite paper from this sale. You could save 15% off annual catalog designer series paper for just one more week until Saturday, August 31st. You can get 15% off these papers. And so we wanted to showcase the Thoughtful Journey designer paper today. But since we already showcased that suite, we decided to also bring in a bundle that we haven't shown yet called In the Grove. And so I'm going to open up the catalog and show it to you. It is in the annual catalog. And there's your reminder about bonus days. Don't forget to use your coupons before Saturday, August 31st, because then they won't be good anymore. So we're here in the annual catalog on page 70 with the In the Grove bundle. And quick show of hands, let me know, do you guys have this one at home? Do you have this bundle? It may look familiar because we have a very similar bundle already, which I kind of think it's funny that they created two that were so similar. But you might have the Grassy Grove bundle. And this is another one that had a very similar style images with a deer and some grass and some trees and the sort of background. And it also has a similar die that die cuts a frame with trees, but they're different trees. And so I think that these go really well together. I think you can mix and match as they have a little bit here. But also I think that the ideas that we're sharing with the In the Grove bundle today, I think you could easily adapt and recreate with the Grassy Grove bundle if that's the one that you have at home. So they're really fantastic. Both of them even better together. You can save 10% on the In the Grove when you buy them together, but Grassy Grove is only available separately as the Grassy Grove stamp set and the Grove dies. You've got both of these, right, Mom?
I do have them. I was tempted to bring out the Grass Grove, but I didn't.
I brought it out to use the sentiments. So I've got some sentiments that go with that. Let me show you this Thoughtful Journey designer paper. Now, I looked this morning. This is today on Sunday, August 25th. This paper is low inventory. So if you've been thinking about this paper, you guys, don't wait. Go to the online store, get it, put it in your cart. This is a 6x6 designer paper, and there are 12 double-sided designs, and you get 4 of each sheet. They are just absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me very much of the On the Horizon designer paper that we had a couple years ago that was so popular and sold out. And this paper has sold out and come back and sold out again. So don't miss out on this one. Now, this is in the annual catalog. So if you miss out on the sale price and it does sell out before you see this video, it's going to come back. This is going to be in the annual catalog until next spring. So there's plenty of time to get this designer paper, to get a second pack or a third pack, or I don't know how many I'm on. I think this is pack number 3 for me. I just opened it up today. So I wanted to start by sharing some samples with you that use this designer paper and the In the Grove bundle. And the first one of my favorites, is a swap card from Leanne Greff. And she kept it so simple and just used that die cut with the trees, added some paper, and then a sentiment back there. And this was the reason I bought the In the Grove bundle, was because I saw Leanne's card and I just thought it was so gorgeous. So you don't have to do anything crazy fancy, but I did make some other cards where I featured some of the stamp images. I love that little die cut rabbit. You're going to see that again in Mom's video, but I actually stamped on the designer paper here 2 different rows of the mountains and then some of the grass and the green right on the designer paper. And I just love how some of that color kind of peeks through. This was another really simple card. I just put a little bit of that designer paper down and then added some of the die cuts and the sentiment from the grassy grove. And then here's another one, some die cuts with that gorgeous designer paper. And really simple. I brought in some of those birds. Now, yesterday I participated in a shoebox swap with some of our local team members. And so here are 2 of the cards. And I just had to show you, even though this doesn't use the Thoughtful Journey designer paper, this card designed by Jody Anderson did use the In the Grove die. And she paired it with that new autumn paper that's coming out in the new catalog. But I just loved this idea. She did the paper on a little note card. So it kind of opens up with the frame and then it opens up with the little note card on top. And I just thought that was so awesome. So whatever designer paper you're using, the Meandering Meadow, the Thoughtful Journey, this new, I think, is it called Autumn Elegance, Mom?
I am not sure. Let me check.
Whichever designer paper you're using back there. I just thought that was kind of a clever idea. Well, my card today was inspired by another card from the shoebox swap. This one is from Meg Lovin, and I just thought it was so clever that she had like a little mini card and the way that it opened up. So the card front has an inch cut off of it and then the smaller card that opens up like that. So I was inspired by that, and I will be creating a very similar idea using some of the Thoughtful Journey designer paper and this In the Grove stamp set. So for my card base, I have a piece of pretty peacock that is 5.5 by 7.5 inches, and I scored it at 4 1/4. So this is like a regular card front with just an inch cut off the top of that. And then I have that mini card, and I'm using Cajun Craze for this one. It's 4.5 by 6 inches, and I scored at 3 inches. So this is going to create that mini card. So my card is a little bit longer than Meg's card, but it's still the same idea with opening up and having the kind of double flaps there. So then I've got some pieces to go on that mini card, one to go inside and one to go on the top. And they're both the same size, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I will be adding these measurements for you in the video description. I'm a little scattered today. I feel like it's coming soon. And I'll add those for you so you can reference that. And then I have a die cut of those trees from the Mossy Meadow. And I really wanted to kind of show using a partial die cut and not using the whole thing. And so I'm going to cut this. And I'm just kind of lining it up here with the designer paper. And I'm just going to cut that so it's just part of it. Did you find the name of that paper, Mom?
I did. It's Splendid Autumn.
Splendid Autumn. Oh, yes. My gosh.
Yeah, well, never mind. I can't tell you the page because you can't open it up.
I've had a lot of people tell me that they've received their catalogs already. And this mini catalog, the September through December, starts, when does that start? The 4th?
September 4th. September 4th.
So Wednesday, September 4th, which is a week and a half from now. And Mom and I are so excited. Next week, we will be featuring some new products from that mini catalog for you. So definitely be sure to come back and see what we're creating. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I've been standing up here, but I'm going to sit down. Can you see okay, Mom?
I can.
Okay, very good. So I picked some colors from the designer paper. I picked the Wild Wheat and Pretty Peacock. There's also a little bit of Mossy Meadow in here too. And then I added some Cajun Craze because I think it's a fox. It's got kind of a pointy nose. But then I was looking at it and I was like, is that a bobcat? Like, I don't know. Creative license, I guess. It's going to be a fox today. So I'm going to stamp the ground, the sort of grass. I'm going to do that in Wild Wheat. Bring in some of that color. Oh, I love that. And then some Cajun Craze for the fox. What does the fox say?
Yeah.
What does he say? You. Does the fox like wild wheat? I have a little piece of white here, and this is going to be the sentiment. I'm going to do a little thank you in Pretty Peacock. And I took this from the Grassy Grove stamp set. So I got all the greetings from there. You can mix and match any greeting because the In the Grove doesn't have any sentiments. So you'll want to choose your favorite greeting to bring in with that. You know, one of the stamps that I was trying to use with this one and I didn't was this one. It looks like little flowers. And so I think you can kind of mix and match, not mix and match, but kind of two-step stamp this. In fact, I'm going to... well, I already have, look at this, I'm going to Magic of TV die cut those pieces. So let's take this one and play around with that stamp because I was trying to figure out how you can use the little flowers. Have you used this one yet, Mom?
No, because I wasn't sure what they were. I was trying to decide if they were bird's feet.
Oh, I think they look like little petals, but I definitely see like little bird feet or paw prints from the fox.
Yeah.
If you use them like this and they're floating. So I tried one earlier and maybe it was just the colors I used. I think that wild wheat is tricky, but I tried one earlier and I did it over. I did it more like on top. I don't know. Anyway, we're not doing that today. Oh, I'm seeing some comments. So Heather said, or no, Lynn says that's a fox, but Beverly says it's a wolf. And again, I'm gonna just say it can be whatever you want it to be.
I was having that same debate when I was doing my video. It was like, what is that? Is that a fox? Is that a...
I could see it being a wolf. I'm not that familiar. Do wolves have big tails like that? To me, that seems like a fox.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. But whatever animal it is, it's going to be this color today. Okay, so I am using my scissors. I'm just going to pop out our little pieces here from the trees, and I'm going to glue this down on the designer paper with some liquid glue. Oh, I guess it does depend on where you're at. Donna says it's a coyote. She lives in the Southwest. So yes, whatever whatever animal you have near you, it can be.
Yeah.
Sally says maybe it's Wile E. Coyote. I love that. All right.
That's funny.
So I've got this so that the frame is all the way to the edge here since I did cut it. And I did leave then sort of the designer paper peeking through on the other three sides. This is going to go on the card. And, oh, I forgot I need to stamp something on the inside. Thank you. So the sentiments that I'm pulling from include thank you, which I used for the front. Sometimes you need to know that someone really cares, and then that someone is me to go on the inside, and then see the good. So should I use something on the inside, like see the good, or should I just keep it blank on the inside? What are your thoughts, Mom?
Usually with a thank you note, I tend to not really put anything on the inside so I can make a personal note.
I like that idea. Let's do a little, oh, hold on. I'm reaching for my grid paper. I am going to stamp the ground. And I'll add a little tree. Well, I guess it's a set of trees. I don't know that I like that layered, but that's what I did. So well, I'll just do this on the inside. Turn it over. I'll start again. There. I like that better.
Yep, I do too.
Simpler. Okay, so that's going to go on the inside. And before we add it to our card base, I want to do a little stamping. I want do a little stamping in the background. And so I'm going to open this up and I'm going to stamp those same trees. And I'm going to stamp without re-inking a few times. I'm just trying to fill in so that I have like a whole forest of trees, at least towards the bottom. And a lot of that's going to get covered up by the card when it's closed. And so it'll just kind of be peeking out a little bit there. If you wanted to, you could add one on the inside over here as well.
I'm liking this.
Oh, good. Because I just came up with it today. Oh, I know. I always feel so stressed coming up with cards for our Sunday stamping videos. And I know you guys are thinking, that's crazy, Julie. Your cards are always fine, but I don't know. I always feel pressure. Like I have to impress everyone who's watching.
I kind of feel the same way. I do look for inspiration. And so I'm always happy to find something that I like that I can case. So, like my project, I cased you.
Oh. I'm trying to remember what your project looked like.
I don't know if I showed you.
When we filmed together. I just remember I loved it. But I don't remember it being anything like what I created. So, well, you're gonna.
As a matter of fact, when you were showing the swaps, I thought, oh no, that looks quite like. Well, you'll see my project and it'll trigger which card.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
I
know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. And I never saw her card. I thought, I came up with this all on my own.
Isn't that the nature of things, though? I feel like we just unconsciously file things away in our head and then come back to them, when we're sitting down to create. There was one time, quick story break. There was one time I created this card and I wasn't looking at a picture. And I wasn't, looking at Pinterest. Like I just sat down and I was making this card. It had been in my head, and I loved it. It was so fantastic. I posted it on Demonstrator Planning Place, and there was someone who commented, and I don't remember what she said. She was so polite about it. God bless her. And essentially, she was like, "This looks a lot like my card," and I looked back at Demonstrator Planning Place, and like 3 or 4 weeks before I posted my card, she had posted a card, and oh my gosh, it was like I had made almost exactly the same card, and I didn't consciously do it. Like it wasn't like I wasn't looking at a picture of her card and then made it, but I had just filed it away in my head, and it was seriously so I deleted my post. I was like so embarrassed. Oh my gosh, I deleted my post, or maybe I changed it and just, gave her credit, because I didn't even realize that I was copying her. But there's nothing wrong with copying. I will just say that. I will just say that right now. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being inspired and copying others. We just always make sure that we give credit when we are aware of, when we are consciously copying others. We always try to make sure to give credit to that person for their design.
Gina Marie, I just want to comment on your comment. You're asking, why do I sound like I'm in a tunnel? I am just on my phone. So I'm sorry that if the sound isn't really
good. We're kind of a hacked system right now. So I'm filming on my phone and we're live, and Mom's on a phone above my phone. And so her sound is coming from that phone, and it is that's just kind of how we go here.
Yeah, we were trying something new today. You'll have to tell us if you like it or don't.
Yeah. Okay, we got to keep moving on this card so that we can finish up for your video, which is pre-recorded in the normal way and fantastic, and you are not going to want to miss a minute of it. So let's finish putting our card together. So I've got this piece here. It's a little bit too long, and when we open it, it's going to be kind of in the way. So I want to cut this. I should have cut it before I put the card on, but it's going to be okay. We're going to just trim it right to the edge of the smaller card. And if you wanted to, you could add it underneath. Oh, I kind of like that. I'm going to glue it down so that it is like underneath here. And then it'll match up.
Dang.
Okay, so this is just going to go on with some regular adhesive. I got to make sure though I don't have it too close to the edge, because it is a little bit longer than the card, the mini card. Okay, and then this is going to go right there. Just tuck that underneath and it'll look like, I don't know, does it look like it's all one piece? Kind of, sort of?
Okay, sorry.
All right, we're gonna add our sentiments and then our animal. Whatever it is. I don't know. I was gonna add it down here. Originally I had a circle, but now I'm wondering if I should put it up here. What do you think, Mom? High?
No, down by the critter.
Or low? Okay, down there. And maybe should we do a little linen? A
that might look nice.
Linen thread behind the loops. Okay. I just did a couple loops and then I'm going to just, oops, I'm gonna do it again.
I always fumble with stuff like this. You make it look so easy, and then I sit there. It takes me 20 minutes to put some loops on.
Well, sometimes I make it look easy, and other times I'm fumbling too. Oh. You've jinxed me. You jinxed me.
There we go.
Oh. We were watching Press Your Luck the other night, you know, no whammy, no whammy. And she was like in the final round and she was doing so great. She had all this money like in her bank, and the host, I forget her name, she said something about like, she was like kind of egging her on, like, okay, you haven't had any whammies so far, you know, you've just got one more spin to go. And then she got a whammy.
Oh no!
Like she totally jinxed her. Okay, we're gonna get this on here. Kinda. Okay. Close enough. All right, let's put some Stampin' Dimensionals. Stampin' Dimensionals under each one of these, and I think the messy is supposed to be the way it looks. Like, it's supposed to look messy.
Yeah.
And the Melissa, you have it right. She's saying it's hard to hold on to. That's the problem. I can create the loops, but then transferring it to the the thing you're putting it on is where I go wrong. All right. Now, the next question, Mom, is do we add bling?
Yeah.
Okay, I always am not sure with these like nature cards, because it's like, what kind of bling do we add? Like, what would you use on this one?
But do you remember what I used on mine?
I do remember.
That might work.
Okay, let's get those out. They are The dragonflies and birds. These are an online exclusive, and I do think these are just so pretty with this designer paper.
I agree. Ooh.
Do you like it on the thank you or not?
Sure, why not? Gina Marie is saying rustic or pecan.
Yes, I had those out earlier for another card. Well, here's the pecan ribbon ones. I've been using those a lot. And then these are the other ones, the adhesive back texture dots. But I am loving the birds, and I am going to leave it at 2. Huh? Oh my goodness. Here is my finished card using the In the Grove bundle with the Thoughtful Journey designer paper. These two just go so well together. And so if you don't have it yet, make sure you get that Thoughtful Journey paper. While it's on sale, you've got 1 more week, but it's low inventory. So don't wait on this Thoughtful Journey designer paper. And you guys have got to go to check out Mom's channel next. You are absolutely going to love her card. So I'm going to paste the link in the chat for you so that you can head over there, because her video is going to start in just a couple minutes. It's also in the video description if you're not watching live. So check it out over there. You are going to love her card. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching today. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the project ideas that I shared, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future card making videos. Mom, thank you for thank you for keeping me company as I made today's card. And I will talk with you later. Love you, Mom.
Love you too, babe. Bye.
Love you, everybody. Bye.